Well, maybe because it's the first one we could do a special hour-long podcast or
Yeah,
something.
I'm completely stupid because I thought I was going to take the bike today,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I can't drink.
Yeah.
And now that my mom gave me a lift, I could have brought that half bottle of thumbs. I brought a few beer and got completely off my tits and actually talked proper shit for this.
But then you would have
Possibly funny stuff.
But you probably would have just started going off against Rage Against the Machine or so. Just
Yeah, if you're a fan of Rage Against the Machine, die. Kill yourself.
No, this is just going to be gold back.
This is MySpace people all need to kill themselves. Polish, Chinese gays.
Every podcast that's been done so far, and so far there's been one.
Yeah. It's a pretty big ratio.
Yeah.
It's what Polish comments to the one
Polish,
yeah, it's about
Chinese.
30 Polish comments to the one podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to thin that ratio out.
We're going to just have to stop.
We're banned from talking about Polish. As of now. Well, there we'll talk for 2 minutes with material. That's I'm fairly happy.
You do know I'm going to edit out all this talk about how long we talk about afterwards. So it'll just be like,
it'll be like blip, blip, blip.
It'll just be like, so you know what I hate? I hate we went to McDonald's yesterday.
Yeah, completely fucked up. People, all fucking 2 of our fans from fucking Sweden and America.
There was 2 feeds from America and then 1 from Sweden.
Holy shit, 2 from America.
2 from America.
That's big fat fucking.
I'd like that.
I'm picturing comic book guy out of The Simpsons.
The fact is, straight away now, 50 million people have just said, well, because 50 million people are listening to this.
Clearly.
They've all just said, oh, that guy's a bit of a wanker there. He just called me fat. And they clearly think I'm just a product of my society.
We've just pissed off nearly 2/3 of the population of Germany.
And we're not, you know what the funny thing is as well, though? I was thinking, I went off in a Swedish in the last one.
Yeah.
And yet I got a Swedish.
Fuck it. If you go to IKEA, kill yourself. if you're a fan of Rage Against the Machine, gay, Chinese, what's the other? From Poland somehow, and you shop in IKEA, kill yourself.
But I just want to explain this because from the last show, I talked to myself about because they were saying Northern Ireland is the most big. We've already said it about 6 times now.
Northern Ireland is the most biggest country in the Western world. Just to clear that up.
But Sweden is the least, and I then said there was correlation between that and
the high
Sweden.
suicide rate in Sweden, which there's definite. I'm going to do a sociology report on it as of next week. So
I think there's a theorem out there. So if anybody wants to do any, just help me at all with that. why the Swedish are killing themselves? Yet there seems to be no hate.
Why are they highly tolerant?
What's happening there? You know what I mean?
Well,
if there's nothing but sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere.
It's because they all live up fucking mountains in Sweden.
Yeah.
I could not. And plus they're all fucking blue-eyed and fucking blonde hair. They're all fucking.
I think the basic problem is that when people think of Sweden, they go, "Fuck me, that's Chef from the Muppets."
The Chef
you know,
from the Muppets.
The Chef from the Muppets and ABBA. And so if people just think, people just think, "Oh, I'm from Sweden." You know,
meatballs and IKEA.
Meatballs.
As well.
So that's our basic opinion of Sweden. I don't know why we started talking about that's 2 podcasts I've done now, and I went off about what I think of Sweden. I didn't know I was so passionate about Sweden.
Scandinavians and Eastern Europeans. Heck, fuck, you're not a communist, man.
I really have to get off the whole racial kind of thing here.
Yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. We talk about the weather. It seems to be the thing to do these days. It's a relative thing, you know.
It's pretty cold.
I'm freezing. This, if you think that my voice sounds really fucking weird, you're right in thinking that. Because it feels like I've been sucking cock for like the last 48 hours and swallowing each and every time. My throat is torn to pieces. 1, because I've got a cold, and 2, because I was yelling my bollocks off yesterday.
If we say, okay, that...
Are you ready to do it secretly, or sort of secretly not?
Secretly, not secretly.
Alright.
This is for comedy effect. It's
for comedy effect.
Oh, he's whispering, right?
They're
right?
geniuses.
So people are sitting there
I'm fucking blowing the lid off that.
So people are sitting there going, oh fuck, he's whispering, but I can still fucking hear him. What the fuck's he talking about?
People going, he's an idiot, but I pull this around.
Right. If we blame the shit in this podcast on your sore throat.
Totally. Yeah, sore throat. There's a direct fucking relation between me having a sore throat and not being funny. It's there. It's not even debatable.
There's also a direct correlation between we sat down and didn't have a clue what to say.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm totally against all that scripting.
I wouldn't even say
I was-
scripting, because I thought we'll get a few stories, we'll just talk about it a bit,
Yeah.
and then edit it together a bit. Then I
Yeah,
thought,
we generally do need to go over the papers before, or just watch UTV.
I was going to buy,
Yes.
right? I was going to buy the Antrim Guardian yesterday.
Ah,
And
so-
then the front
I said
page-
paper. That's a fucking grammar school project,
Well,
because
the
that's
thing
all
is,
it is.
I didn't. See, the problem thing is, I thought I'll go over the local papers. News people haven't heard. You know.
Here, we have to, if you want to join in the bet, was it you, or, no, I guess it was Lisa McDonald, but she can go kill herself.
There's so much hatred.
Yeah,
Like,
so much
nobody's even going to know who she is.
It's fueling from the fucking sore throat.
So-
But me and her had this bet where we're going to try and get a rumour into a paper, like completely made up, completely individual. We're not allowed to tell anybody else about this rumour. But if we get it into the paper, then we can tell, and anybody else in the bet has to buy that person a pint.
Have you come close to this point yet?
I haven't even bothered. I've came up with about 4 or 5 brilliant rumours that I'm definitely Crumlin News is going to hear about it. Antrim Guardian, but you see, I can say this because they're never going to listen to this. But I think it's a good bet if you want to know it.
Well, I was telling
Anything Johnny Adair related, go to the Sunday Life.
I was telling my own story there about the Antrim Guardian. And
Ah,
you
yeah.
just- then you
Go
just-
find it.
So
you
I
bitch.
was going to buy the Antrim Guardian, right?
Yeah.
And I read the front page, and there was this picture of her mother, and she was this, little boy. He clearly wasn't right.
What, your mum?
No,
Alright,
not
no.
mum. Why my mum would be-
I thought you said your mum was with
Why
this
would
little
my-
boy
why would
who
my-
clearly wasn't right. It's like, what the fuck?
Why would my ma be with some,
On some street corner.
especially challenged is the word?
Come on, little boy, I'm going to switch to my car. Your mum speaks like
the
Clint
story
Eastwood, by the
was
way.
he had learning disabilities, right?
Uh,
And so they go to the council. They go, right, he needs to go to a learning disability school.
Yeah.
They go, oh, grand, we'll sort him something out. And they put him in Muckamore Abbey.
he's going to learn a hell of a lot.
So instead of going to the school that he wanted to go to,
They chucked him in the Muckamore,
They put
where
him-
he probably won't leave until he's
which
50.
Muckamore is an asylum, basically.
Yeah, Muckamore is like a Nazi death camp.
Because-
It's not meant to be, but
And
it
it's
is.
been in the news recently because it was like a one flew over the cuckoo's nest kind of thing,
Yeah.
where they said people can't stay there for 50 years.
They're
They finally decided after all this time, no, fuck,
not meant to be here.
that guy over there cutting himself in pieces, he shouldn't still be,
He signed up in 1964. What's he doing? Completely fucking stupid.
Talking about 1964, right?
Yeah.
And then 1964 is what? 43 years ago?
Yeah.
Right? Talking about 43 years ago,
Yeah.
right? Divide that by half, what's that? 21.5?
Yeah.
Well, add about 3.5 onto that, right? That makes 25 years.
Yeah.
So reading on the news, this
Yeah.
woman in Thailand, right?
I like that connection, man. That's worthy of like Steve Wright in Radio 2. That is fucking brilliant.
Right?
Right. Oh, yes, yes,
Right.
yes.
So this Chinese in Thailand, right? Thailand, right?
Uh.
She got on this bus and she's just going to do a bit of shopping. So you know yourself, you go on the bus and you do a bit of shopping. Now imagine if you went on the wrong bus. You'd go, fuck's sake, I'm on the wrong bus, get another bus. No. See, because she's in Thailand, this bus went for 300 or 400 miles.
What do you mean because she's in Thailand? I would believe it if she was in fucking a big country, like
I
America
think
or
Thailand-
Russia.
Is Thailand not pretty big though?
No?
No?
It's not that big.
Well,
Well, maybe because it's beside fucking India and China on the map,
Well-
like, it doesn't look that big.
because, right, anyway, she went to Thailand, right? But
Yeah.
she lived in Thailand, she didn't just go there.
Right? She wasn't some fucking
She went,
prostitute.
she went to get this bus and she gets off and he goes, fuck, I'm in the wrong place. Turns out no one can understand the word she says because she speaks this really odd dialect of whatever language is. I'm sure Taiwanese.
Thailandish?
Thai? It's
Thailandish?
Thai-
I say like so fucking
So she's-
Thailandish.
So she speaks this weird dialect of Thailandish. And so instead of people going, fuck, we better find someone who can understand her, they put
Better
her...
just chuck her on another bus.
No, they didn't even think that. It was not like they could think, oh, fuck.
Let's just chuck her on a bus.
They put her in a homeless shelter. And she was there for 30 years.
Cool.
And you know how they found her?
Huh.
These people that started, they came to visit this homeless shelter, and she was singing this song, right?
And
we
it was
go-
in the Thailandish
And,
dialect, by any
and
chance?
these people went, fuck, I understand that. And they go, and they started talking to her, and that's
Huh.
and they reunited this week. And I thought that was pretty ridiculous. Because, you know,
You should make a movie about it.
at the end of the day, like, I get the bus to Belfast pretty regularly, and it's not like I'm going to fucking end up in Larne and go,
Aye, but that's Belfast.
you know, but no, stay.
I don't even know if you ended up in Larne. Like, they usually are fucking drop out and fall out in the sea.
I took my test in Larne.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's
But
because it's in
back to
Larne.
this kind of, see, I don't think it's possible